1993 BC 43, the coefficient of x to the sixth in the Taylor series expansion about x equals 0 for f of x equals sine of x squared is what? So here we're going to actually have to find the series for sine of x squared. And if you've memorized that, that's going to make your life much easier. Sine of x, remember, is all odd terms, so it's x minus x to the third over 3 factorial plus x to the fifth over 5 factorial, etc. Sine of x squared is just going to be replacing x with x squared, and so x to the sixth over 3 factorial plus x to the 10th over 5 factorial. And all we're asked for is what is the coefficient of x to the sixth. Now sometimes you're asked for the derivative, which is part of that coefficient, and sometimes you're asked for the whole coefficient. Well, in this case, x to the sixth has a coefficient of simply 1 over 3 factorial, which is negative 1/6, and that does it. If you had been asked for the derivative, you would have to remember that the general term, it would be the third, we're working with a new series here, and so the x to the sixth term would have f, the sixth derivative of f at 0 over 6 factorial. That would be the actual coefficient. The sixth derivative at 0 over 6 factorial. And in this case, if you were trying to solve for the sixth derivative, then you would have to actually take sixth derivative at 0 over 6 factorial and set it equal to what we had, which was negative 1 over 3 factorial. And you'd have to go through here and solve for the sixth derivative. And it would be something like the sixth derivative at 0 is going to be 6 factorial over 3 factorial, which would be 6 times 5 times 4, or 120. That is, if you were asked to find the sixth derivative of f at 0. You would get it from the coefficient. You could also go to f of x and just find first derivative, second derivative, third derivative, fourth derivative, fifth derivative, sixth derivative, plug in x equals 0, and you should end up with 120 as well. But these are the two ways that these two questions are asked, either for the coefficient of a particular x, power of x, or for just the derivative part. Either way, you have to set it equal to what you have and solve for what you need. Alright, that'll be it for this video then.